Welcome back, everyone, to RPG Treasure Trove. I am Turtle029,
And I'm Severe Streaming.
and we're playing Pokemon Y.
Why not?
Hey, look, there's a thing back there.
Oh. Hidden item.
And it's an ether.
Ooh. Hooray.
Look at that, 30 seconds in. We got something new. Hey, look, we got Torment.
Oh my, it's like you knew it was there.
Almost. And, I think we're moving on. We're heading to the next area.
I believe so.
So let's talk to this guy. I like tiny Pokemon. Do you have any small Pokemon? Oh, wow, Floette is so tiny. Here's an item.
Oh. Pokédoll.
Look at that, a minute in, we got 3 things.
Look at that. We're accomplishing stuff this episode.
How you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. I was looking for something and decided to go through what I call the vault. After I moved into the apartment, many things were thrown into the vault.
Never to be seen or heard from again.
It kind of, yeah. So I had to go through and like rip everything out and decided to do some spring cleaning. And threw a bunch of stuff away that I didn't want or need. And was junk.
Do you mean late summer or early fall cleaning?
No, it's definitely spring cleaning. It's, in my mind, it's still spring.
Oh, okay.
Hey, stop right there. You want to go beyond this point? You'll have to join Team Flare.
Okay.
I'll let you in for a small fee. Let's say 5 million Pokebucks.
No thanks.
What, for real? I can't get through? Oh, shoot.
I like how they don't even give you like an option to choose, like yes or no.
I thought this was the way I had to go, so clearly there's another way.
There's always a loophole.
Well, I think we came from down. So, let's try going up.
I thought we came from the up direction, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think we just got into town last time. Maybe not.
Well, we just got to this town. Is there a gym here?
This isn't the grass gym, is it? Because we just did that last time.
No, I don't think so.
Battle combo move? Oh no, that's okay. I don't think we need that.
Nah.
Well, let's see what he has, right?
Sure.
Let's see what he has. Jiraiya's the only one who can learn.
Water pledge?
It's one of those multi-turn moves.
Fine with it's fire equivalent.
Yeah, so we'd have to have the fire one to really make that useful.
The damage increases and a rainbow appears. Hooray!
But we don't have that, and surf is better, so. Yes, we're giving
But I
up
want to
on
see a
rain.
rainbow.
Well, too bad.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Ding dang.
I don't think we're going to be doing too many triple battles. So, let's see what this is. Oh, it is a gym. Oh, it's the fairy lady.
So who has our dark type moves? I believe that's RAR XD.
Is it weak to dark?
Or is it just dark is weak to fairy? Poison's super effective over fairy, if I'm correct.
Yes. It's weak
So
to
then
fairy's weak to
Jiraiya
poison
has-
and steel. Is it weak to fighting too?
I don't know for sure.
I never remember fairy, man.
Well, that's Rip Fairy for anybody that, is big Pokemon fans. Rip Fairy. It is no longer a typing. So
Well, in the card game at least.
yes. Oh yeah, I guess I should say fans of the Pokemon TCG, Fairy is dead. And thankfully,
At least for now.
not. Yeah, well, hopefully for the long foreseeable future.
What's Nightlight have going on? Electricity.
I don't know if lightning. I think it's just neutral damage. So
I want to say that Fairy is weak to fighting. Maybe. We're gonna do that for right now.
yeah,
Make
try
some
and
more
feed him a little
money.
extra XP there for leading.
Well, let's hit some more pads.
I wonder if this works the same way as OG Pokemon in is it? It's not Cerulean, it's Sapphire.
Sabrina's
Sapphire
gym.
City, yeah, Sabrina's gym. You just keep going up or down, whichever column you land on, and it's gonna get you there at one point or another.
Dedenne.
Electric versus electric. Just confuse Ray it and go to town.
So confuse Ray and maybe switch out. Because, well, I don't know. It depends on what this is now. Azumarill. Nope, don't switch.
Very interesting. Has electric and water.
Well, because they're both fairy.
That makes sense.
Thunderbolt. Oh, yeah. Hurt yourself. Hurt yourself. Hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Behold our victory. Excellent.
Way to go, Nightlight.
Nightlight putting in the work.
Oh, yeah.
She knows she has some catching up to do. I think we're going to switch now because
Yeah.
electric on electric is not great. We're going to go with Raw XD for this one.
I think that is a wise decision.
I know dragons are weak to fairy, but I don't think this thing has any attacking moves. Oh, we have dig. We just avoided the attack.
Dude.
See ya. Look at that. We're killing
Keep
it.
avoiding those attacks. See ya.
We're killing it.
Raw XD is a powerhouse, man. You don't mess with him.
He's doing really good for us. Nightlight
Yeah,
gets that level.
Nightlight.
So strong. So beautiful. Why, thank you.
$5,500 almost for winning.
Well, let's do this one.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, there is no trainer in here. All right, let's do this one. Oh, man.
Well, just go back in that one, yeah, and then use the other.
It's going to be a lot of trial and error trying to figure out what's what. Oh, I'm in the bathroom. This one?
Sure.
Where are all the trainers at? I want to battle.
Well, as we fumble... Oh, here we go. I was going to say, as we fumble through this gym trying to find a trainer, I was going to bring up a topic, but I will wait, I guess.
Oh, go
until
ahead.
we-
Let's chat, man.
Yeah. So, I know we were talking about this earlier, but the new TCG game that is going to be hitting the market this upcoming fall is Disney Lorcana.
Yes, that's it's been a topic that's been about the internet quite a bit lately.
Yes, well, that's because I think when Disney first announced it, we were all like, oh no, like, what is this gonna be? You know, I think a lot of people had skeptical expectations, and you know, nobody really, I think, at first gave it like a fair chance, thinking, you know, this might be a decent card game, you know, with, you know, Disney stuff. But as you know, they have officially released recently, at least by the filming of this episode. By the time you see it, it might be a little different, but they have released the full card list for Chapter 1. And I believe they've announced 3 chapters coming. So,
Excellent.
Chapter 1 is announced.
Yeah, I mean, I think when they first dropped it, I was thinking like, oh, this is just going to be a quick cash grab. It's not going to be a good game. They're going to take some money and run.
Yeah,
but,
same.
They definitely are like trying to support this game, which is good.
Yeah, it's very good. And I have, as of the last, I think, week or so, have been really looking over the cards that they're releasing for Chapter 1. And I have to say, it actually looks like it's going to be really good.
That's good.
At least one, it actually like is a card game that I might actually invest into at some point.
Yeah, card games are expensive for those who don't play. They cost a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the biggest issue is the way decks are built. You are permitted to have multiple copies of the same card, and typically you're going to want multiple copies of the same card in your deck. So gaining those copies is probably the hardest thing and most expensive part of any TCG that you play.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because you can open up, you know, and of course the rare cards are the ones you're going to want in your deck. And they're the ones that you get one of, or maybe, honestly, at most, maybe 3 to 4 copies of in an entire booster box. You know, and you're not even guaranteed that in some TCGs. I know Pokemon is very much like that. You can open up an entire booster box of Pokemon cards, and you might only get 1 copy of a certain rare, and you need 3 to 4 in a deck, depending. So that is, you know, the difficulties and struggles of TCG deck building, and you know, it definitely takes a hit to your wallet.
Oh, yes. You know, for those who follow me over at the Anime Banter podcast, you guys know that I am a fan of the One Piece trading card game. And that takes some money, let me tell you.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much a fan of anything One Piece, honestly. I'm actually rewatching the series at this point.
It's such a great show.
Oh, it is. Well, I gotten so far, and then I kind of just like stopped watching, and I didn't keep up with it. So I'm going back and rewatching it from the very beginning, and I am in season 4 right now.
It's very intimidating.
It is. There was a lot of episodes, but I will say, for anybody who has not watched it and has been thinking about it, I highly recommend it. The one thing I will say about some of the beginning seasons is there is some filler, but honestly, for that show as a whole, there's not a ton compared to others.
Yeah, that's true. There's very little filler in One Piece. It's just like you said, some of the early arcs, they put some in between stuff. But it's not like awful.
Yeah, I just ran into a clump of them. I think it was like 4 or 5 episodes that I ended up just skipping, just because, I mean, at this point of the show, I already know what's happening. However, they did a like quick flashback to each character and how they like met and joined the crew and all this stuff. I won't give anything out for anybody who hasn't seen it, but they pretty much did like flashback episodes, one for each character in the crew. And I'm like, I know all this already. I just watched it recently from the beginning, so like I don't need to see this again.
Yeah, I mean, even in like I've been keeping up with the new episodes as they release from Japan, and they will have, you know, just to space out time for a week, they'll have an episode that's like a flashback of like what happened in the last 30 episodes. And I'm like, I don't want to watch a recap episode. I want to see what's next.
Yeah.
So sometimes they hit you with that, but
It's definitely a phenomenal show. I mean, it is a little silly, but I mean, it's if you get past that and like really learn the characters, it's a phenomenal show. I highly recommend it to honestly anybody who wants to get into some anime stuff.
I mean, it's a shonen anime. I mean, if you've watched one shonen anime, you have a general idea of how the feel of the show kind of is.
Yeah.
But I like the stuff, so I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's definitely got some goofiness to it, but I think that's part of the charm of the show. And I love it a lot. It's a great show.
I mean, it's like the number one anime. It has been like for years, since like the mid 2000s when it, usurped Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
It's been since there, and it's been running since what, 1999, the show. So I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah, what they have like 1,100 some episodes out now or more.
Yeah, it's like 11, I think. It's
Yeah, I think
it's a lot.
1,100.
So it's a long haul, but if you're into anime or shonen anime, give it a shot. I recommend. It's really good.
Well, if you're like me in any way, shape, or form, I don't typically like when my wife and I will sit down and like try to like watch a series or find a new show to watch. We don't want to start watching something that only has one season.
Yeah.
You want to be able to get into it and really sit down and binge a show, watch 4 episodes in a row. Like, you want to be able to do that. And, well, I can tell you happily with One Piece, you can easily do that and still have a lot more to go. So.
Yep. And if you come across one of those, like, filler recap episodes, you can just skip it and move on to the next one.
Yeah. So, usually when I look for anime series, I look for ones that have a lot of episodes because if they have a lot of episodes, they're popular and they're supported and they keep being made. So they're obviously at least good enough that a lot of people like them so that they keep making it. So that's usually a good thing to look for in an anime.
Oh, yeah.
With many episodes means there's a lot of people who like it and there must be good or at least decent writing to get that many episodes out in the first place. So...
Yeah, I mean, One Piece has even gone through, like, different art styles as the show's going on.
Yeah,
It's tweaked and changed a little bit.
Yeah, I think I've definitely hit one at this point, at least. Because during those flashback episodes that I, went to check to see if it was a filler or not, I was looking at the old art style, and I'm like, oh my god, this is what it used to look like?
I know.
So, yeah, by even season 4, there's an art style change. And I will say, it seems like it's pretty gradual. Like, it starts to just kind of morph a little bit. I didn't even notice the change until they did, like, recap episodes. And I'm like, oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they start using the old footage again. And you're like, oh, is that what it used to look like?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but it's...
anybody who wants to get into One Piece, I do it. Just don't keep talking about it and not do it. Just do it.
Yeah, just start getting in. It's pretty great. And like, it's really long, so it's daunting, but there are pieces of, characters and information that he throws at you early on that you move past it and you think, "Oh, no big deal." And then it comes back like 500 episodes later and you're like, "Wow, this was really important. I can't believe he set this up such a long time ago."
Yeah. I like shows that kind of do little like they'll do like a little teaser about something, but then you think nothing of it because they don't touch it again, and then they'll bring it back in out of nowhere, and you're like, oh my god,
Yeah, it's a great show. I recommend.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the TCG talk.
Yeah.
Disney Lorcana looks amazing. I've been sifting through the cards that they have released. And there's a couple, I think 1 or 2 YouTube channels I watch that at least I have found recently that they have printed out proxy cards so that they can test the game and play it. And I think just by watching those, I'm going to start making my own proxies just so I can at least play the game.
Yeah, and get a handle on how it plays and understand it.
Yeah. But I'll be interested to see... once the game is released and like tournament style decks and see what people come up with, I'll be very interested to see what the game morphs into with, hardcore TCG people getting into it and dissecting everything. Because I mean, the first set has 205 different cards, so that's a lot to unravel, to sit down and try and build a deck, and you don't know what's going to work, what's not going to, and it's like one of those things where you have to just build a deck and then play test it to an oblivion to see what needs to be changed.
Yeah, that's a really large first release, over 200 cards.
Yeah.
I think, like we were talking a little bit this morning, the One Piece set was like 121. And yeah, it had 4 starters, but I mean, that's just your base booster set, 200 plus cards. That's a lot.
Yeah, 205 if I'm correct.
That's a lot of cards, man.
Yes, it is. Which just keeps me excited because, chapter 1 has 205 and they have chapters 2 and 3 in the works. So it's pretty awesome. I'm super, super excited to see where this game goes.
I mean, I got to imagine that, chapter 2 and chapter 3, they're not going to have that many cards. Like, to do that for every set release, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm sorry, update. I apologize. 204 cards.
204, okay.
I was off by 1.
Oh, it's the other way around. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I'm going to go for the poison jab and hope for the best.
And for anybody who's now interested or didn't hear about Disney Lorcana that wants to at least just check the cards out, they do have a free app that you can download for your phone or tablet or computer. I think you can look up the cards, but that you can actually look through all the cards. You can build a deck. You can't play the game. I think there's an online website that actually has a digital version already up and running, actually. And it's like all this information was just dropped on us, and it's already like people are already on top of it. But I haven't tested any of those out yet. But it's going to be really interesting when you get a bunch of people in and how the decks change and morph over the times. I think like the main way people are doing it is if you're playing a card, you want 4 copies of it in your deck, because that's the max you can have. But it'll be interesting to see like when new mechanics and stuff come in and, new people building decks, the way you form it. Maybe a lot of people playing more of just 3 copies of everything to get more cards in it. Or do you always want 4 copies? So it's one of those things I'm kind of messing with right now.
Yeah. I'm for those watching, I'm kind of cheating here. I didn't realize how susceptible our team is to fairy, so we're just going to toxic.
Yeah, toxic's good.
It's kind of dirty, but
Oh, who'd we lose?
We lost.
Nightlight?
No, Nightlight actually was good and hung in there. We lost Captain Falcon.
Oh no.
I thought Fairy was weak to fighting, but it's the other way around. So we'll just revive him so he can get a little experience, and Cut can go down. I don't care. We're just gonna do a little toxic stall.
And then here's possibly a unpopular take, but I don't think I will necessarily be an unpopular take, and it's been out for a long time, but the Dragon Ball Z Super TCG is trash.
I don't like it either.
I'm just gonna say it.
It's just not for me. I don't care for it.
Yeah,
I was into it when it first happened. I was excited, and I went to my local scene to play some tournaments, and I was just like, I don't like this game.
Yeah, I don't think they did a good job with it, in my opinion. But also coming from a person who is a huge fan of Score Z and Panini's version, because they play very, very similar. I don't think there's too many differences in the way Score Z played or Panini. Maybe a couple rule changes, but nothing drastic.
Yeah, the Pansy, the Panini game, was based on the Score Z. They just sort of stripped it down a little bit.
Yeah.
The Score Z, I think, was a little bit more... it ran for a long time, so it had a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah, there were a lot of cards in Score Z. like a ridiculous amount of cards. But I'm a huge Pansy fan, TCG wise. Speaking of which, Bud, we need to play sometime.
It's been a while. I'm game.
Yeah. And the last time we sat down to play, I got called into work, so I had to leave immediately, like within 2 minutes of us starting. So it's like, go figure.
Yeah, that was a big bummer. But what are you gonna do?
I was really upset about that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to try that again.
Yeah. Or at least me and you sit down, because I have decks I want to play test that I don't know how well they're gonna work. And
Sure. Well, we got ourselves a badge.
Against myself. Yay!
Look at that. Pokemon up to level 80 will obey us.
Meanwhile, our Pokemon are still in their 40s.
Hey, we got Dazzling Gleam.
Yay!
That's pretty good.
That's a special attack?
I believe so.
And that helps us, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a fairy type.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because hashtag not grass. Yeah, he's special attack. Yeah, so that's what we want. I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, is our fairy type physical or special?
So this... Oh, it's going to warp us backwards, so we want to take the green one up top. That should take us back to the beginning.
Yes, that should give you an immediate exit.
Home base. Yeah.
Hooray!
We did it.
Yeah, now the Team Flare people should be gone.
Hi, Turtle Power. Hey, that's the fairy badge. It's so cute and sparkly. Know what? We're going to go on tour to the Pokeball factory. You should come with us.
I'm good.
Who are you again?
Yeah, who are you?
So I guess that's the game's way of telling us we have to go over there.
I guess so.
But I think we should go heal before we do anything else.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because
we got a little bit mangled up.
Little beat up there. We have some fairy susceptibility.
Yes, unfortunately.
That I was not real remembering on how the type chart works, so. Very super effective over dark. I honestly don't remember that.
I did, but maybe it's the other way around. Dark is super effective over fairy, or it's
no,
because super effective over dark.
Jiraiya's water dark. I forgot that Greninja's water dark, and he took super effective damage, so.
Yeah, I knew it was one way or the other.
I can never keep fairy straight. It's the last thing they added, and they changed how everything works, and I just can't get it straight now.
Yeah.
But, well, that's the end of the episode. We got a badge. We're just about out of time.
All right.
So I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, anything else you want to say?
Like, follow, subscribe, comment. We love to hear feedback.
All that fun stuff. We appreciate it. It means a lot to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And go
the world.
And go watch One Piece. It's good for you.
Yes, go watch One Piece.
I'm actually wearing a One Piece shirt right now. No joke.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.